Hello, chillers, maxers, and relaxers, and welcome back to another episode of chilling fat on a bench and letting the light in. Yeah, you could say I'm chill like that. So chill, in fact, I started thinking about the theory and concepts of chilling. Now, I know this sounds incredibly unimportant, and it is, but I beg you to say it's not interesting. I double dog dare you to say it's not interesting. Take what you are watching right now. Some, mediocre Call of Duty gameplay. Remind you of anything? If you didn't say, your older brother or your friends, then I would personally like to apologise to you for missing out on absolute peak. Whether it was Halo Reach Forged, making your bases before you all go to war with each other. Just to address something real quick, I was the brat that chose the hangar every time. It was an elite vantage point, okay? And yes, I screen watched when we played gun game. I know you're watching this. Yes, I did screen watch when we played gun game. If that makes you think less of me, I'm sorry, I'm a reformed woman. No, quite literally, I'm on estrogen, I'm reforming like Freezer. It was either that or, being a public nuisance outside the local McDonald's, which, sadly is the favourite pastime of a lot of kids these days within the UK. But not gonna lie, that was me. I too sat outside the local fast food place, but instead of a puffer jacket like a roadman, it was a bright pink hoodie and painted nails, because I've always been like this. Anyway, what am I here for? The predominant question on my mind these days. When did we stop hanging out? Not us. I don't know you. Stop following me. Please, I told you. My mum said we couldn't hang out anymore because she thinks you stole my Skylanders. I'm not saying you did, but she thinks you did. And what I mean by this is that when did everything become over dinner or coffee? I don't mind this, but it's a shift that I've slowly noticed. Some of you may have seen that video from the Sabrina girl that makes this style of content.
Oh shoot! What? Look, it's closed.
Oh no!
I forgot they closed.
Well, my apartment's actually really not far from here.
Oh, there's other restaurants right here though.
I know there's other restaurants, but how cute would that be? You can come over, actually have make your own pizza kit. We could watch a movie. You could sleep over. Because literally my apartment is closer to your office than your apartment, and I can put you in my clothes. Remember when we used to have
Sabrina,
on school nights and I dress you?
The plan was just dinner tonight though, just a quick dinner to catch up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm busy.
Her vids are good, but goddamn, sometimes they hurt me to watch with their accuracy. This is something I've noticed too though. Gone are the days of the LAN, or not even just something that big of a commitment. Just walking around to the corner store together because it's a vibe, not the whole experience of putting your PlayStation or Xbox into your bag, driving over there. Just something as simple as walking to the shop to get some Haribos. Now the vibe requires money spent, which, I'm not going to rant about capitalism.
I could go into heavy detail, and I will.
This isn't that kind of video. It's more a matter of, is this simply just a part of growing up? If so, I'm rejecting it. Me and the homies are acting like Trixie and Britney, okay? We're making mood board phone cases out of old magazines.
Don't answer that.
Girl, you look like a woman who'd eat anything.
Oh no!
For the record, I've never done that. But I'm going to suggest it to my friends later. Follow me on Twitter, I promise you there'll be an update on that. But it seems like as we get trapped in the cycles of a 40+ hour work week, some of us have kids and partners, the chances to hang out become harder and harder to come by as we get caught up in housework, obligatory seeing of in-laws, or just, simply being too tired from working all the time. I think once you get to a certain part of your life, you do kind of just become a victim to your schedule running your life, or, making your life run by you. So with this in mind, it's understandable that people want the non-committal, easy nature of a trip to Starbucks, or a visit to a local brunch place. It's a limited time hang with pretty clear specifications of what's going to happen, so you can slot it into the day super easily. And it's just dawned on me that this might be the most neurodivergent video I've ever made. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love it. Real ones know that I am personally a whore for a coffee and a little pastry, so if you know me IRL, I have no problems with this, just to make that clear. I'm just thinking about the things that we lose as we age. There is a bonding that I think happens over this much less formal kind of meet. Quality time spent together with no particular objective, in my mind, is inherently more human than the modern meetup. By more human, I mean the absence of the social walls and pressures that come with a meetup. Allows for more varied topics to come up. Again, a very heavily neurodivergent social read. But to me, a coffee shop hang feels somewhere in between like sitting on a park bench and a business meeting. It operates on that scale, and that's because of the context, you know, the people around you, the restriction of time, because you know you've both got 20 minutes max after you finish this coffee. The conversations that are encouraged are going to be about work and family, maybe some drama that's going on, which is, you know, it's nice to be good and up to date, but again, it feels like it's lacking connection. Compare that to simply going over to a friend's. Okay, maybe you drink some beers and drive home, who cares? No, I'm joking, beer sucks, drink wine like a real girl. Anyway, maybe you drink, but sure, the space offers a lot more opportunities for a deeper connection, I think. This is where you can get and make random stories, doing random shit. Like, have you ever gone over to a friend's house to help them build or move furniture? As much as it kinda sucks, it feels significantly realer. Now with everything that I've said, you know, my disdain for coffee shops, do you know what the true goat hang was? That's right, sleepovers. Whether it was watching Vine compilations till 2 AM, playing COD Zombies split screen, or just laying there talking to each other as you stare at the ceiling, talking about a home life, or rap, as cringe as it. Being into psychology and sociology is cool, but god, if I was an adult hearing the conversations me and my 14-year-old friends would have, I would probably scream. I remember one time I was playing GTA just debating Nietzsche. Like, yes, that's an actual memory I have. And to be honest, it's one that I hold on to fondly. Also, yes, I meant it when I said rap music. I remember debating about mumble rap with my fellow British white friends in 2016. Which, you know, now feels cringe and very inappropriate, but I remember, you know, those heated debates about who had the best verse on Oldie or who the best lyricist from Brockhampton was, which is obviously Don McLennan, by the way, like no one even comes close. And yeah, I miss it. I miss those times. I understand there's a lot of nuance that goes into this. As I said before, capitalism is a big part of it.
我在北京
I think this is just a natural part of growing up that kind of sucks a little bit. So if you are watching this and you are younger, cherish those times that you're having. If you have friends that you've been with for a long time, cherish those memories because they won't last forever. I think the party has to end at a certain point. I don't know if you've met someone who's like in their 40s and is still like a party never ends kind of person, but it's rough. It's really rough.
Yeah, man, well, thanks for having us over.
If you got this far, why? I just talked about how I miss sleepovers for 10 minutes. I appreciate it though, thank you. I think stuff like this is a part of coming to terms with maturing, but I'm 22, so, you know, maybe I need to speed it up a little. Who knows, but one thing I do know is that my name has been Penny. Pull over if you get tired, call me back, and bye.
Watch! Hey, jump around the corner, old man, target finder, LMG, wings of redemption, drop shot, no scope, 360, shooting him in the ass! Oh man, what a fucking beast! Congratulations! Give that kid a fucking Gamma Lab sponsorship. Leroy Jenkins!